High School. Without your commitment and support to our school and team, we certainly would not have had the success that we have achieved over the last 4 years. First, we would like to recognize the Valley Board seniors. If you're a Valley Board senior, please stand up. While maintaining a 4.1 GPA. Emily is currently undecided for college and plans to study psychology. Her favorite sports moment in her Volleyball was being handled in the district last season, and she will always remember spiritually and the family-like atmosphere here at Volleyball. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Ray. Sydney Wenzel. She is also the recipient of the Academic Excellence Award from the OHSAA in 2022. Sydney has committed to playing volleyball at Pregame College and will be double majoring in criminal justice and psychology. She will never forget meeting everyone and becoming close to the team. They are some of the kindest people and have helped her in so many ways, and is very grateful for all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Wenzel. We live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To our America and in respect for all who have served this great country, to defend these freedoms, you are invited to stand and sing our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Michelle Reed Clark, Principal Molly Chris, and Athletic Director Richard Koza, we'd like to send a cordial welcome for tonight's matchup featuring the Patriots of Valley Forge and the Green Wave of Pregame. The officials decide each game after all requirements set forth by the HSAA. And tonight's officials are first referee Dale West, second referee David Barnes, line judge Annie Kennedy, and line judge Mason Sherman. The student athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Volleyball High School and the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and you are requested to treat them with respect in keeping with the ideals of good sportsmanship. Now let's meet the visiting Valley Forge Patriots. Non-starter, number 2, Jada Plum. Number 3, Bracis Urbanski. 8, Lauren Martinez. 9, Olivia Dotson. 11, Kaylin Holt. 18, Cara Bennett. And 19, Sammy Norris. Now let's meet the starting 6 for Valley Forge. Number 1, Brenna Hill. Number 4, Julia Hearn. Number 12, Kelsey Milner. Number 16, Leah Plum. Number 23, Olivia Schulte. And number 24, Olivia Luciano. And the acting head coach for Valley Forge tonight is Haley Fowler. Now let's meet the non-starters for Holy Name. Number 1, Cindy Vieira. Number 2, Elizabeth Lowe. Number 3, Avery Peisel. Number 4, Roseanne Beck. Number 6, Hayden Well. Number 7, Alyssa Forgassi. Number 8, Allison Warzak. Number 14, Tessa Vincent. 15, Isabel Adu-Jemafi. And number 16, Alyssa Murrah. And now starting 6 for Holy Name. Number 5, Lillian Jurek. Number 9, Reagan Gamble. Number 10, Sydney Wenzel. Number 11, Kenzie Watson. Number 12, Cassandra Bauer. And number 13, Jennifer Everton. And the head coach is Royan Milosevich, assisted by Rachel Sherpa.
It's senior night here on a nice evening at 6000 Queens Highway as we kick off fall, and we have senior night here at 6000 Queens Highway. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this broadcast between the 0-8 Valley Forge Patriots and the 2-8 Holy Name Green Wave. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. What looks to be an exciting matchup. Two teams who are in desperate need of wins to give some momentum to their season going down the stretch. Holy Name got a big win over the Bucks of Buckeye on Tuesday night in Medina County. They look to get their first win streak going of the season at a crucial time here as the playoffs loom large, as October draws ever nearer, as you're about halfway to October starting from September. And it's going to be an exciting game here as the lone senior Sydney Wenzel, this will be her senior night as she looks to give Holy Name a win and get to win number 3 on the season. Some new faces on the court here for Holy Name as well. We'll see Hayden Wells in a little bit, the freshman will be getting in and getting plenty of time here, not just serving, but playing in the role that was previously hosted by Sydney Vieira for a big part of the beginning of the season. We're going to see how she plays, and as well, if any of the other JV players who have so far played for JV get in this game, looking at the sideline, especially looking at Allie Orzak, and as well as freshman Avery Preisel, seeing if they can get in the game, especially Preisel, considering that she is only behind Genevieve Afraides for number 1 on kills for Holy Name so far this season. Only thing we are awaiting so far is the ball being put in play, as neither side has claim to it quite yet. Similar thing that happened at the JV game. Talk about a minute or two to even get the ball in play onto the court before the first serve of the evening. We're already delayed as it is. I believe we are an hour and 12 minutes behind schedule so far tonight, as this game is supposed to kick off at 6:30. It is currently 7:42 on our watch. Valley Forge doing some final minute adjustments, giving some encouragement from their sidelines. They're still looking for win number 1. The official on the scorer's table giving some instructions as well to those over there. That seems to be the big holdup right now. A lot of Holy Name fans in the house tonight. They look to play in that advantage. It'll be Schulte back deep for the Patriots to get things underway in set number 1. And we are underway at 6000 Queens Highway. Jurek keeps it up. A set. Afraides sends it away. Valley Forge keeps it up. The send over from Hearn. Tips off the hands of Genevieve Afraides. And the Patriots will get first blood in set number 1 off of a nice spike there, I believe, from Julia Hearn. And Schulte will be back deep now to serve on serve number 2 of this evening's varsity contest. Jurek. Bauer, the spike from Vavro, and a kill with force for the sophomore Reagan Vavro. Her first kill of the night, evening up the game at 1-1. An excellent job from Vavro, finding an open space on the Valley Forge side and sending the ball down with command and force. Bauer now sends it away on her first serve of this evening's game. Schulte sent across by Hill, kept up by Wells, who just checked into the game. Wenzel, a little bit of a lob to keep it alive. Hill, Schulte, sent away and blocked at the net by Afraides and Vavro. Give Holy Name now a 2-1 lead on the attempted spike there on the far side. I believe that would be Hearn over there on the far side attempting it, or Milner. Bauer back deep to serve again for Holy Name. Schulte tips it back, and an outstretched hand from Leah Plum, not enough to keep the ball in play, making now a 3-1 lead in set number 1 for Holy Name. They surrender the first point of the set, but 3 straight as Holy Name looks to continue to mount onto their lead. Bauer sends it away, and that one well behind, even going out of the basketball court, giving Valley Forge their second point. Plenty of power, just a little bit too far behind as it went behind the green line. I'm assuming hitting either E in the green wave on the baseline for the basketball court. Valley Forge attempting to make a sub, but denied as they're trying to get Jada Plum in the game, and it appears Brenna Hill is trying to be subbed out. But Valley Forge will have to continue with the set they have in for one more serve. Vavro blocked at the net by Milner to tie it up at 3. Valley Forge attempted to make the sub. It didn't matter as they still got the point. And now Jada Plum coming in for Brenna Hill. Ball sent away. Wells dives to keep it up. Bauer, the spike from Wenzel, hits off of the judge. And I believe they're going to award Valley Forge the point. Judging by where that hit, that was close to being interference from the linesman there, as he might have creeped just a little bit onto the court there. No way of knowing. Holy Name will have to deal with the cards that they have been dealt with. And Valley Forge compounds the lucky point with another nice point. Nice defense at the net. They give Valley Forge a 2-point lead now as they are starting to get hot in set number 1. Hearn will send it away. Wells digs low. Bauer, Wenzel, a nice little lob will go out wide, giving Valley Forge another point. The idea was there from Wenzel, just going a little bit too far to the left, missing out on hitting the net. And now Valley Forge up by 3. Sent away Hearn, Wells, set from Bauer. Vavro looking for kill number 2, kept up nicely by Milner. Kept in play by Bauer. Wells, Afraides lobs it over. Kept up Hearn. Schulte, a little bit of tap there, and Holy Name somehow keeps it up on the attempt from Plum. Nice shot from Holy Name, trying to still earn the point. Kept in play, whistle will blow, and the point will be awarded to the Patriots. Holy Name did nice to keep that ball in play, but unable to get the point in the end. The point was originally awarded, and now they're actually going to switch it to the way it should be called. Holy Name will take the point. In-house originally credited that to a Valley Forge point, with the right call being made at the end. It looked like where she hit it, it was on Holy Name's side already, as Holy Name will take possession as Izzy Adu serves it away. Schulte lobs over by Plum. A diving effort from Bauer keeps it. Adu. Avery Preisel is able to kill that one with ease. Milner unable to keep it up. Making this one now a 5-6 contest in favor of Valley Forge. Izzy Adu to send it away. Almost an ace. Valley Forge lucky not to have one there. Adu, Bauer, Preisel looking for the kill. Kept up by Plum. Back to Plum from Hearn. And a violation on Plum gives Holy Name the point, tying it up at 6. So far, both teams being streaky to begin this contest. Both teams getting a run of 2 or 3 points in succession. It is now to a 6-6 contest. And an easy ace from Adu. Denied on the last serve from excellent defense from the Patriots. She could not be denied any longer. Holy Name gets the lead. Izzy Adu sends away. Kept up on a low dig. Sends away Plum. Wells. Bauer. Vavro. I believe they're going to say Vavro hit the netting, which will give Valley Forge the point and tie it up at 7-all. Now some substitutions as Urbanski subs out as Feliciano checks in the game. Milner sends away. Wells, Bauer. A spike from Wenzel and a kill from Wenzel. Talk about force being used. An excellent spike from the senior Wenzel. Playing well so far on her senior night. And now Hayden Wellesley back deep to serve away here. Holy Name up 8-7 in set number 1. Plum, Schulte, Plum again, kept up, Bauer. Wells to Wenzel, kept up in the air. Nice shot from the Patriots, from Plum to keep it up. Sent away by Urbanski. Bauer, Wenzel, deflects off the Patriots for the point for the Patriots. As that one not going to hit in there, tying it up at 8-all. And it will be Lauren Martinez subbing in, sending Plum to the sideline. Valley Forge might not have much of a contingent on their side, but their bench and lower 2 programs doing a nice job of sounding like there are plenty of fans for the Patriots in-house tonight. And Preisel smacks Hearn in the face with a spike. Holy Name getting the point there. Hearn is okay after that powerful spike from Preisel. Holy Name retakes the lead. And now the senior Wenzel back deep to serve. Martinez. Sent away. Bauer. A little lob from Watson. Watson the kill. Another nice job to lob it over there. Holy Name, the first team to 10 points on the night in set number 1. Lee Wenzel on the serve once again. Holy Name up by 2. And they're going to say Wenzel gets the ace, just clipping the back of the white line. A little bit of risky serve there, but it pays off for the senior transfer. Holy Name up by 3, their largest margin of lead so far tonight. Wenzel goes again. That one going to hit the netting. Valley Forge catches a break. Now down by 2. It'll be Plum now to serve. Valley Forge down by 2. Wells, Bauer, Preisel. They're going to say it just cleared behind the line in the back. An excellent effort from Avery Preisel. That one looked awfully close to clipping the line. They're going to say just scraped by Valley Forge. Lucky not to have conceded a point there. Valley Forge looking to string together a couple. Preisel, another attempt. That one is well within the parameters of the court. Holy Name making it now a 2-point lead, up 12-10. Valley Forge will sub back in Brenna Hill. Jada Plum back to the sidelines, down by 2. Genevieve Afraides back in the game for the Green Wave. Preisel on to serve. Urbanski. Martinez tips over, and an excellent effort there from Valley Forge. Bring it back within 1. That effort coming from no one we have on our roster. Number 32 not reported on any roster. We do apologize, but Valley Forge gets the point nonetheless. 12-11 score. Afraides, the kill from Afraides, who just subbed back in. Holy Name doing a nice job of spiking with plenty of power, up by 2. Watson and Wells the sideline. Gracie Ann back in the game now to serve for the Green Wave. The set from Martinez, sent away Milner. Back, keeps it in. Afraides, another kill from Afraides. Splits the Forge defense. Valley Forge, no answer on that spike. Holy Name now up by 3 once again. Out of the air on the dive. Milner sends away. Back. Bauer. Favreau the spike. And they're going to say it gets in. Favreau the kill. Holy Name doing a nice job spiking with force. That is the difference maker so far here. Valley Forge doing a nice job keeping the ball in play. The difference maker. Holy Name sending the ball down with authority. Getting plenty of kills. Giving a 4-point lead. That one not even getting over the netting. Milner, a nice effort trying to bump it from behind, unable to get it over the netting. Holy Name up by 5, and they're starting to pull away in set number 1. Hill, kept up in the air by Martinez, sent away Milner. Wenzel, back. Afraides looking to kill, keeps it up from Hearn. Martinez, sent away from Hill. Wenzel, Bauer, somehow gets it over on the lob. Vegas with now a 17-11 lead for Holy Name. They're starting to easily pull away in set number 1. A couple of nicely strung together offensive possessions gives Holy Name this advantage. Back serve just clearing behind the white line, going maybe a foot or 2 behind it. Valley Forge now within 5. Valley Forge making a couple of changes here. 2 substitutions, as I believe it will be number 32 going to the sidelines along with Martinez, and Schulte along with Plum back in the game for the Patriots. Wenzel, Bauer, Afraides. That one deflects away. Holy Name gets the point. And a nice job there on that far side. I believe it was Reagan Favreau there, having an overlapping attempted spike, stimulating the spike. Afraides right behind her to do the actual one. Valley Forge had no answer. Just a last-second reaction, sending the ball skyrocketing into the sideline. And a kill, or actually no, an ace there from Bauer. An excellent effort there. And that is enough. Valley Forge's coach has seen enough, has to force their hand. First timeout, so we're taking our first media timeout here in this varsity contest. Holy Name up 19-12 in set number 1. You are watching Holy Name versus Valley Forge Volleyball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on after the break. We are back on here, set number 1 of the varsity contest, the second game of our doubleheader, holy name of 19-12 over the Valley Forge Patriots. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. The first serve out of the break is a point for the Patriots as Bauer's serve going right behind the back line. Plum subs back in the game for Hill. It appears that Hill and Plum will be on rotation tonight as they have subbed out for each other a couple of times so far in set number 1. Valley Forge down 6, trying to regain some points here and keep set 1 within reach. Wenzel, the kill from Wenzel is that one. It's holy name to 20. Sydney Wenzel, once again, the power. Too much for the Patriots to work with. Izzy Adu now back in the game for the Green Wave on a serve, needing 5 points to put set number 1 to bed. Schulte sets behind, sent away by Milner. Adu keeps it up on the bump, another bump. Wenzel the spike, kept up nicely by Yerbanski. Schulte sends away. Adu does nicely to trail back and get it. Preisel smokes that ball, but going well behind the line. Valley Forge now within 6. They're starting to bring things back out of the break. Ball sent away from Milner. Adu. Bauer. Wenzel on a kill for Wenzel. Snipes the back left corner of the court. Nothing Valley Forge can do. The power of holy name once again too powerful for the Patriots to cope with. Hayden Wells, the freshman, back on to serve for the Green Wave. Now in need of 4 points to take set number 1 home. Yerbanski. Schulte sent away Milner. Bauer. Wells setting up Preisel. A little bit of a lob, nothing Valley Forge can do. Holy name beating Valley Forge with power and as well slowing down the pace. Preisel, light little lob, an easy point for Holy Name, now up by 8. And Valley Forge's hand is forced for the second time in about 10 serves as they are using their final timeout of set number 1. So we'll take a media timeout here. Your score, Holy Name up 22-14 in set number 1 over the Valley Forge Patriots. And just a reminder, for our streaming schedule to end out the week, we'll be at Serpentini Chevrolet Stadium starting at 6 p.m. with the Holy Name Broadcasting pregame show, 6:30 with senior night, and 7 p.m. for Holy Name versus North Olmsted football. To stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put up push notifications to be notified when we go live. We'll take a 30-second media timeout here and be back on momentarily at 6000 Queens Highway. We are back on here. Holy Name 3 points away from taking home set number 1 of this senior night matchup. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. And that one right over the head of Feliciano. Holy Name now only needs 2 points. As so far the tail of the tape, power and the ability to change up the power. That has been the deciding factor. Holy Name used plenty of power, but when they need to slow things up, Valley Forge unable to cope. And now Holy Name 2 points away from putting set number 1 to bed. Feliciano sends it away. Bauer, Wenzel. Another kill from Wenzel, sniping the back center of the line. Holy Name now up by double digits over the Patriots. Needs 1 more point to send us to set number 2. And Holy Name to get their 5th overall set win along 3 levels of play tonight. Plum. And Holy Name will do it here, getting their 5th set win overall and taking a 1-0 lead overall, 25-14 over the Valley Forge Patriots in set number 1. So we'll take another media timeout here between sets. You are watching Holy Name versus Valley Forge Volleyball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here after the media break to bring you set number 2. We are back on here at 6000 Queens Highway for set number 2. Holy Name taking the first set 25-14 over the Valley Forge Patriots. I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening in set number 2. So far, Holy Name winning 2-0 over the freshman team and JV team of Valley Forge, and up 1-0 so far on sets, making this a 5-0 sweep so far. Holy Name needs to win the next 2 sets, and they'll have taken a 7-0 zip lead on this. This would be impressive to win every level, not dropping a single set. That has not happened this season yet, to my knowledge. That would be a very impressive thing to do here on senior night for Holy Name. And I mean, if Holy Name had to wait for that, if this game started about an hour and 12 minutes late, I think the wait would be 100% worth it to see a 3-0 sweep of Holy Name, beating Valley Forge and getting to that 7-0 overall sweep. We now are waiting on Bauer to serve here for Holy Name at 8:05. So here's your reminder at home. Set your fantasy football lineups here. The Vikings will take on and lose to the Eagles tonight in around 10 minutes there. So multitask, watch both games and watch Kirk Cousins fold in prime time or watch Holy Name succeed in prime time at the same time. Pick your choice. First serve there from Holy Name will go too low, giving the Patriots the first point in set number 2. If you watch the football pregame show, you know how horrendous my predictions are. So I'll give a score prediction here, and I'm going to make a deal with Cameron and Damien if they're watching at home. If the score prediction is accurate for either team, I get a couple points back. 31-20, the Eagles win. Now watch the Vikings win by 50. You're welcome, Eagles fans. Bauer, Afridi sends it down. Kept up by the Patriots. Schulte. Down by to the net, and essentially Holy Name drags that one down, giving Valley Forge now a 2-0 lead to begin set number 2. Schulte to send it away for the Patriots. Jurek. Wenzel nearing Holy Name sideline, keeps it in play, sent away by Bauer. Diving effort from the Patriots, keeps it in. Sent away from Hearn, and that one hits off the top weight of the netting, giving Holy Name their first point in set number 2. And now Izzy Adu back in to serve. She had an ace her last time, almost 2. She probably deserved 2, but an excellent effort from the Patriots denied her of that. 1 ace so far in today's game. She's looking for another one here to tie it up. Not an official timeout here, but Coach Billion's giving some instructions, as you can see on your screen, to Reagan Vavro on the far left. Interested to see what Holy Name is about to run here, or potentially it could be an injury timeout. I am not here to speculate, as nothing's being done necessarily. Now it's being done here. Kenzie Watson will sub in for Reagan Vavro. No reason given for the substitution. A little bit of a late one for Holy Name. But Vavro will go to the sidelines there as Watson will take her place, and we'll be back underway. Adu to send it away. And an ace right there from Izzy Adu. It's like he predicted it, but Izzy Adu, 2 aces so far today, tying this game up at 2-all in set number 2. An impressive ace there, just splitting the defense of the Patriots. Like I said, they've had no answer for the power of Holy Name tonight. Adu sends this one away. Hearn, kept in play by Schulte, who eventually gets it to fall. That ball dropping right in front of the Namer defense, giving Valley Forge back the lead. And there it is, the 2-for-1 substitution. Plum subbing into the game for Hill. Preisel. Net being tapped. I believe they're going to say tapped on Holy Name's side from Preisel's attempt. I guess what now a 4-2 lead for the Patriots. Ball sent away here, and that one going behind the back netting, giving Holy Name a point, now a 4-3 game. For those of you watching, supporting Valley Forge, the next time we'll be covering a Holy Name versus Valley Forge contest will be on October 4th, as Holy Name will take on Valley Forge in girls soccer at Byers Field. Will be there for that one, and then finally for the football game to conclude the regular season on October 20th, also at Byers Field. That one taken down from Milner tying the game up for Holy Name at 4-all. We'll definitely be seeing a lot of Valley Forge for the rest of the season, given softball's contest, baseball's contest, and every other contest in between. I expect to see maybe 5 or 6 more contests between Holy Name and Valley Forge on Holy Name Athletics this season. Stay tuned for those. Wenzel sends it down. Kept up in the air by Valley Forge, Schulte. And a light little tap somehow dealt with by the Patriots. I believe it was Miller to get to it first. Bauer, Wenzel. That one hits the back of it. A kill from Wenzel. Sniping the back corner. Holy Name takes the lead in set number 2. Both sides did an excellent job keeping the play alive for a while. But Wenzel puts it to bed. Holy Name, their first lead of the set, and an ace right off the bat from Hayden Wells, the freshman. Holy Name starting to gain some steam, now up by 2. Holy Name doing an excellent job getting plenty of aces tonight. And why not one more for Hayden Wells? 2 in a row for Holy Name. Now a 7-4 lead. 2 impressive serves from Wells, hitting it exactly where Valley Forge cannot dive for it. Wells looking for another one. Schulte. Sent over by Milner. This one will not go down as an ace. Bauer. Wenzel. Kept up by Urbanski. Schulte. Plum. Gonna bounce around and fall for a Holy Name point. Now Holy Name will double Valley Forge's points, up 8-4. Wells sends away. And another ace for Hayden Wells. 3 aces out of 4. And now it's a 9-4 contest. Wells, another serve. Schulte. Milner sends it away. That one's gonna cradle off to the side and give Valley Forge the point. Valley Forge will now serve, but an impressive job from the freshman Hayden Wells. 3 aces on 5 serves. Holy Name getting 4 of the points. And those 4 points being the difference in this game right now. Holy Name stacking numbers forward. Adu. Bauer. Wenzel, a tap and a kill from Wenzel. Holy Name gets the double digits on a light little lob from Sydney Wenzel, making it now a 10-5 contest. Wenzel now subs out for Murray to a not standing ovation necessarily, but a loud cheer from the crowd at Holy Name. Murray to send away. Urbanski, kept up by Schulte. Sent away by Feliciano. Murray will keep it off of the net. Wells, Preisel. And they're going to award Holy Name the point as Preisel just barely is able to clip the back white line. It was definitely close. There was a 50-50 one in the first set. Both of them, you could have said, gone either way. Things even out now. Holy Name up by 6. Urbanski. Feliciano on the run. Will take it. Preisel. Murray. Preisel blocked and somehow gonna fall on the Patriots side. Holy Name another point. They're up by 7, and timeout called by the Patriots. I think call a timeout as they need to work things out. Down by 7, so I'll take an immediate timeout here in set number 2. Holy Name up 12-5 over the Valley Forge Patriots. We'll be back on after the media timeout. We're back here out of the media timeout. 12-5 is your score in set number 2 in favor of the Green Wave. I'm Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. And Murray, an ace out of the timeout. Called by Valley Forge. Holy Name continues to pound down the points, now up by 8. That'll be the 4th ace in 6 sets or 6 serves for Holy Name. Feliciano, a tap over, diving effort from Murray, keeps it, another diving effort, keeps it going still. Bauer, the second diving effort, as Holy Name able to get it over the netting. Ball sent over by Plum, but I believe Valley Forge touched the net as Plum clearly did, and Holy Name will take the point. There's a little bit too much extension on the come down there from Plum. She tried lofting that one over. It's now a 14-5 lead for Holy Name. Murray, another ace for Alicia Murray. 15-5 now, Holy Name leads. Set 1 was power. Set 2 is aces. That is the difference in set number 2 so far for Holy Name. Murray goes again. And another one for Alicia Murray, a third ace. Now Holy Name up 16-5. Murray to serve again. Valley Forge trying to avoid another ace, and they're able to do so. Bauer, Murray, Preisel, nicely dealt with by Hearn. Kept up, and now it's going to fall right in front of Plum. Holy Name another point, now up by 12, 17-5. Holy Name, from the last time we saw him here against Rocky River to now, a switch has flipped for this team. That one dealt with nicely from the Patriots. And that one lobbed over, and Libby Lowe able to get that one to fall. Holy Name now up by 13. This, I believe, is the largest lead any Holy Name level of volleyball has had so far tonight. Murray now sends away again. Schulte, Feliciano, Adu keeps it up. Wells, Preisel, dealt with by Plum. The set. That one sent over and it's going to fall right in front of Izzy Adu. The bleeding stops for now for the Patriots as they are able to get their first point in a while. Well, there's a nice job there from the Patriots to lob that one over, fall right in front of Adu, getting one of their first points, but still. Valley Forge looks to regroup here and get some points back here to try to keep things close here in set number 2. Wells, Murray, Bauer. Sent back over, dealt with Wells, Murray, Preisel. The kill from Preisel. That one just out of the outstretched hands there of a Patriot diving for it. Holy Name now up by 13. Izzy Adu will now sub out here for Holy Name, as I believe it'll be Afraides back in the game for the Green Wave. Preisel serves, now he's going to hit the netting and bounce down for a Valley Forge point. And now Preisel will sub out as Jurek will sub in now for Holy Name. Replacing Avery Preisel is impressed so far tonight. Plum back to serve for the Patriots, down 19-7. Diving from Wells keeps it up. Libby Lowe attempting to spike that one. Jurek outstretches, unable to get there. Valley Forge, they're starting to come back a little bit here, getting a couple points here, making it interesting. 19-8 now. Holy Name lead is your score. Plum sends away Jurek. Set from Bauer. Afraides. A nice job there on the dig from Hearn to keep it in. Afraides again. That one bounced on Holy Name's side. It is now a 10-point game. All it took was one nice play from the Patriots as that got them some momentum here. And they're starting to work things out. Jurek. Murray. Bauer. Block it in the net. Nice job to keep it up. Afraides sends it away. Kept up. Martinez sent away from Feliciano. Murray. Afraides. That one sent well behind the line. Valley Forge now within 9. Valley Forge within 10 now within 9. Looking to continue to chip away at Holy Name's lead. Wells. A little miscommunication, but Holy Name does nicely to keep it in play. Plum. Sent over by Martinez. Jurek. Murray. Bauer. Nicely dealt with by Plum. And that one was not enough to keep it in play for the Patriots. That one bounces to the side. Holy Name gets a 20. And now we start a 10-point lead. Gracie M back, now back in the game for the Green Wave. And now Libby Lowe will sub back out. And the 2-for-1 substitution again occurs as Plum will now sub out of the game as Hill is back in. And an ace right away for Gracie and back. If I haven't said it already, I'll say it again. Aces is the difference in set number 2 as Holy Name has made sure Valley Forge had no answer for a nearing 10 now serves. And why not? Another ace! Gracie Ann back. An excellent job there. Valley Forge unable to cope with it now. Holy Name getting back their lead, up by 12. Need 3 points to put set number 2 to bed. Sent over by Hearn. Back. Murray. Afraides. That one smoked to the left side, bouncing out for a Valley Forge point. Libby Lowe now attempting to sub back into the game for Gracie back. Murray, Afraides on the spike. Afraides with a kill for the Green Wave. Holy Name now up by 12, needing 2 points. Wenzel now subbing in for Murray. And Wenzel once again met with a loud cheer from Holy Name and a timeout forced to be called by the Patriots, down by 12. So we'll take a media timeout here. Holy Name up 23-11 over the Valley Forge Patriots. You are watching Holy Name versus Valley Forge Volleyball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics C2. We'll be back on after this media timeout. We are back here after the media timeout. Holy Name needing 2 more points, up by 12 to send things away here in set number 2. I'm Nathan Smee. On the call for you this evening, Milner gets it over the net for the Patriots. Bauer, Wenzel attempting to tip that, mistimes the jump. A good effort from the senior Wenzel, just gonna fall in front of her. Valley Forge getting another point here, now down 11. Valley Forge looking to do a double change right now as Schulte lurking in the sideline along with Plum trying to come on here for Martinez and I believe number 32 as well. The official on the far side still has not given the green light for the substitution. At least once so far in this game, he has denied a substitution from the Patriots. And it appears Plum and Schulte will have to wait until the next serve. Stoppage of play. Actually going to change his mind in the end. It'll be the double change here for Schulte along with Plum going into the game. And it'll be Schulte on to serve here for the Patriots. Wenzel does nicely to backtracking at that one. Wenzel set up for the spike, and Wenzel somehow her spike is kept in play. That's too many hits. Holy Name will take the point. But what power shown there from Sydney Wenzel. 1 point now needed for Holy Name to take set number 2. Afraides subs out now as Izzy Adu will check in the game for the Green Wave. Adu, what could be the last serve? And it will be the last serve. An ace to end set number 2 as Holy Name doing better this time, wins 25-12 in set number 2. Holy Name 1 set win away from calling this game a 3-0 win We'll take a media timeout here between sets 2 and 3. You are watching Holy Name versus Valley Forge Volleyball in your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. And while we're at it, we'll be back on at 6 p.m. on Saturday night to bring you the Holy Name Broadcasting pregame show. 6:30 p.m. senior night, and 7 p.m. Holy Name versus North Olmsted football in a must-win game for both programs. To stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube. I'll put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. We'll take a media time. We'll be back in around 2.5 minutes to bring you what could be the final set of the senior night. We'll be back on in a little bit. We are back on here at Holy Name High School for what could be the final set of tonight's contest. Holy Name so far up 2-0 over the Valley Forge Patriots. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you on what has been a long night here at 6000 Queens Highway, starting around 2 hours ago with the Holy Name versus Valley Forge JV broadcast. That was an impromptu. It's being game 2 of the doubleheader on a special senior night as Holy Name looks to sweep Valley Forge across all 3 levels, not just winning all 3 games, but winning every single set played tonight. And with a win in set number 3, Holy Name seals the deal for that. It is all up to this varsity team to get to 7-0 against the Patriots overall. Schulte back deep to serve for the Patriots, and set 3 is underway. And a ace immediately to start off set number 3 as Valley Forge does nicely there to get an ace. That one's just gonna trickle over the net. Nothing that could have been done there to prevent that. A nice serve from Schulte as Valley Forge gets underway early in set number 3. Bauer, Afraides, and that one sent screaming into the back wall, evening up at 1-1. Holy Name does a nice job there, especially from Genevieve Afraides, smacking the ball over. Nothing that your Banksy could have done to deflect that other, just let it go and hit the back ball. Bauer, and that will be an ace from Bauer. The aces continue for Holy Name, and now a 2-1 lead here in set number 3, and Holy Name looks to not look back from it again. Bauer sends away, and another ace for Cassie Bauer. 2 aces in a row. A switch has flipped in the minds of Holy Name. And like I said, compare this team to the team that we saw here on August 29th to now on September 14th. This is 2 completely different teams. This Holy Name volleyball team is looking extra dangerous tonight. Schulte. Wells attempting to get it over, unable to do so. An excellent effort. But Valley Forge gets the point, and deservingly so. Nice job there on Valley Forge's side to get the ball over and force Holy Name's hand. So far, 3 aces on 5 serves combined in set number 3. Aces seem to be the theme again here, as it was in the prior set. Hearn sends away, and there it is, another ace. That will be the 4th ace in 6 serves combined, as the score is tied up at 3-all in set number 3. And now Hearn back deep again to serve. And another ace! Nothing else to say. Valley Forge is doing an excellent job serving. First starting with Olivia Schulte and now continuing with Julia Hearn. The both juniors doing an excellent job serving for the Patriots. Vieira. And somehow Afraides gets it up but unable to keep it in, as technically you could call that one an ace as well. If we're being technical, the definition of it not getting back over the netting. Valley Forge now 5-3. So anyway, that one, another ace. I didn't realize this is poker because there's tons of aces on the court now. 6-3 Valley Forge lead. Vieira, set from Bauer, the spike from Wenzel, blocked at the netting. Holy Name keeping it up, tipped over by Watson, sent back over. Another attempted spike, and Afraides not denied that time, as she's able to find the back left corner. And now Gracie Ann Beck will be on to serve. But looking at set 1 and set 2 and now set 3 with the serves, I believe in the first half of set 2, almost double the amount of aces there were in set number 1. The aces have just been poured on as time has gone on. Bauer. Wells. Wenzel. That one missing the back left corner, giving the Patriots another point. Now up 7-4. Valley Forge seeming to regroup here, as it will be Milner back deep to serve now with a 3-point lead in favor of the Patriots in set number 3. Wells. Bauer. Watson. Gets him in the air by Schulte. Milner sends across by Hearn. Back. Watson gets it over. Nice shot from both sides, keeping the ball up for a decent amount. Bauer. A little bit of a lob. It looked like she faked it, as it looked like Watson was right there to get it. But Holy Name will take that now, down by 2. A nice fake out there from Holy Name, who's done a nice job doing the fake out, not only on setting the ball over, but as well as overlapping attempted spikes. Wells sends it over. Schulte. Feliciano. That one barely clearing, and a bounce off of the right heel of Preisel, as Valley Forge will take the point on a nice effort there of just getting that one to eke over the netting. Ball sent away by the Patriots. Wells, Bauer, Preisel blocked at the net. Whistle blows and Valley Forge awarded the point. One of the namers up there, I believe, is going to have touched the net. Now Valley Forge up by 4. It'll be Martinez back to serve once again for the Patriots. Martinez sends it away. Back. Bauer. Preisel sends it over. And a kill from Preisel, splitting the defense. Holy Name gets another point on the board, now down by 3. Another good game being played by Avery Preisel tonight, and by Holy Name in general. She's done an excellent job killing the ball plenty of times. Wenzel as well, Afraides as well. And serving, Murray done a nice job. Izzy Adu has done an excellent job. Gracie Beck's done a good job. Holy Name, a lot of positives overall tonight and what seems to be an excellent senior night here at 6000 Queens Highway. Murray sends it across. A set. And get blocked at the net. Feliciano trying to get it over. And now sent over by Hearn. Wells. Libby Lowe missed timing. Similar to what happened to Wenzel earlier on here. And Valley Forge is the first team to double digits in set number 3. Plum back deep to serve now for the Patriots. Preisel. Murray dives, unable to corral it. Valley Forge now up by 5. Valley Forge starting to start a rally here in set number 3. Plum sends away. Preisel dives, Murray low, missed times, but somehow gets it over, and that's good enough for a Holy Name point. An excellent job there from Libby Lowe. Missed time to jump a little bit, but does a nice job controlling herself. Gets the hand there, lobs it right over, and splits the Valley Forge defense. Nothing else they could have done besides send the ball screaming into the net. Holy Name now down by 4 as Sydney Vieira will be back deep to serve. Vieira sends away. Sent over, and that was going to bounce to the right of Murray. Another point for the Patriots. Sammy Norris to serve. Sends it away. Wells, Murray. A spike with power there from Watson dealt with. Holy Name now back on the offensive. Euphrates, that attempted kill going behind the line. Again, now a 13-7 lead for the Patriots. There's a little bit too much power being employed there, maybe a foot or two behind. Now Holy Name down by 6, has some work to do in set number 3. Norris, kept up nicely by Wells, sent across by Vincent. Low, missed times, but able to get it over again. Norris, sent over by Martinez, diving over from Murray, keeps it up. Wells, Vincent now, skyrocketed. 32 sends it over, kept up in the air, Vincent, Murray. Euphrates sends it over this time, kept up nicely by Norris. Hearn, and a tip off of Vincent's hands, and now Valley Forge doubles Holy Name's points, up 14-7. Valley Forge showing plenty of fight here in set number 3 with a big advantage, up by 7, the biggest lead they've had at any point tonight. Norris, the ace prevented by Vieira. And Holy Name will take the point on what looked like was about to be an ace. Vieira's diving effort proves to work as Holy Name now within 6. Hayden Wells now subs out along with Libby Lowe. And it'll be Alyssa Forgosh checking in to serve for the Green Wave. Forgosh sends it away. Milner, Vieira, a set. Euphrates a spike, and Euphrates gets it over for another Holy Name point. Holy Name starting to bring things back, now down by 5. Holy Name has been down a few times throughout tonight's contest, and they've done a nice job fighting back each time. This is the last one they need to fight back for. If they can win this set, would be huge. Forgosh kept over by Watson, and Watson, an awkward bump over the net works as Holy Name now enters the double digits, down by 4 now. An awkward hit, but Holy Name will take it as they did an excellent job getting that one over the net. Forgosh back to work. Martinez gets it over. Watson, Euphrates, that one hits inside, not hitting the net either. Holy Name now down by 3, they're screaming back. Valley Forge's coach making adjustments from the sideline. They're very soon having to call a timeout. Forgosh to serve again. Holy Name down by 3. Norris kept up Martinez. Milner sends away. Forgosh trails and gets it. Vieira. Afraides, that one going low and wide. Giving the Patriots the point now. They're up by 4 again. And credit to Valley Forge. They're down overall. So far this season they've had not what they've wanted, but they're still staying in here, staying in the eye of the storm, and fighting nicely against Holy Name. They're playing to the final whistle, the final serve so far tonight, and they've impressed. The scoreline might not be what they wanted for the first 2 sets, but they look to change that here and then look to show the world that Valley Forge has plenty of heart, and they're doing a nice job of that so far tonight. Afraides sends it over, and Holy Name will take that point. A nice job there on the spike, just going to deflect around and hit near the student section as Holy Name now down by 3 again. Bauer back in the game along with Sydney Wenzel for Holy Name. That'll be Bauer back deep to serve. Bauer sends it away. Schulte, Plum, Vieira, nice fadeaway keep up there on the set. Afraides, that one's gonna snipe the back corner just barely for Holy Name. Now a 2-point game. Bauer sends away. That one, Norris had to go behind. Norris attempts to get it over, and that one will bounce. Holy Name within 1. And timeout is going to be forced to be called by Valley Forge. It was in the offing, and Holy Name has played the card of the Patriots. Holy Name down by as much as 7, now down by 1 in set number 3, up 2-0 overall. You're watching Holy Name versus Valley Forge Volleyball in your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics C2 will be back on after the media timeout. We are back here at Holy Name High School. Valley Forge up 15-14 over the Green Wave. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you. We are in set number 3. Holy Name up 2-0 so far over the Valley Forge Patriots. And an ace to get us underway once again. Holy Name ties up for the first time in a while. And now 1 serve decides the lead again. Holy Name could get it back. And Holy Name, once they get that lead back, they do not want to have to look back again. Bauer sends it away. 2 aces in a row out of the break from Cassie Bauer. Holy Name's first lead since the early stages of set number 3. Now we're up by 1, 9 points away from packing this game up and going home with a win. Bauer sends that one over. Schulte, the set sent across by Hearn. Bauer, Wenzel the spike. Deflects behind off of Urbanski. Holy Name now up by 2. Holy Name came screaming back, down by as many as 7, now lead by 2 in what could be the final set of tonight's contest. Bauer, and another ace from Bauer. That one falling after the attempted effort. They get now an 18-15 contest. Valley Forge coach trying to make adjustments last second and the sidelines here. Try to keep this game close. Bauer sends away. And another ace from Cassie Bauer. Holy Name now up by 4. The script has completely flipped on its head. But Holy Name, talk about fighting back. Down by a decent amount in set number 3. They could have just easily called this set a wash. But instead they fight back. And Afraides trying to get another point. Are very close to getting a big lead. They need to get over, blocked, and that will fall. Holy Name gets the 20. 6 straight points out of the Valley Forge timeout. Holy Name, 11-1 run, if I'm not mistaken, at minimum right now. And now subbing in for Holy Name is Allie Orzek, who impressed in the JV game, as Sydney Wenzel will go to the sideline for what could be her final involvement in her senior night. And a round of applause from Namer Nation for Wenzel, who has played extremely well tonight for Holy Name. A well-deserved round of applause for Holy Name's lone varsity volleyball senior. And her ace right out of it again from Bauer. Holy Name now 4 points away from calling it a night. And Wenzel met with hugs on the sideline by her teammates. You could tell this is a special night for Holy Name, a night that Sydney Wenzel and Namer Nation will not forget for a while. Bauer. Afraid he's able to get that one over and fall for another Holy Name point. And Valley Forge has to call another timeout. They have scored 0 points since their last timeout. Holy Name, an 8-0 run out of the timeout. We're going to take our final media timeout potentially of the night. Your score, Holy Name 22, Valley Forge 15. We'll be back on after the break. We are back on here at Holy Name High School. Holy Name 3 points away from calling game here tonight on senior night. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Bauer sends it away, looking for another ace here, as she will be denied of it for now. Wells, an excellent effort diving, but Valley Forge gets the first point out of the timeout. Their first point in a long while. And Valley Forge are trying to work off that and try to get some momentum back here and try to fight until the last serve. They have some points to make up. Holy Name up 22-16 at the current moment, so a 6-point deficit. It's manageable from the Patriots. They've led by as much as 7, but that will not help the cause for them, as Holy Name will get that point and now be 2 points away. Gracie back subs in along with Avery Preisel, sending Afraides and Vieira to the sidelines. Holy Name most likely will look at this set right now for the final 2 serves potentially of the night and try to let these 6 finish out the game. Plum, back, the set, the spike incoming from Orzek, and that gets a kill for Allie Orzek. Holy Name 1 more point, and they can call game. Allie Orzek did an excellent job in the JV game just gone by, and it's paid off so far. And 1 more potential point, and that one will do it! An ace from Gracie and back that barely clears the net. Will call game. Holy Name not only sweeps the Patriots on every level, they win 7-0 overall on sets. An excellent night, a special night at 6000 Queens Highway. With that, that will do it. Holy Name wins 25-16, 25-14, and 25-12. 3-0 overall over the Valley Forge. Patriots will be on Saturday at 6 p.m. to bring the Holy Name Broadcasting pregame show leading up to senior night, and then the Holy Name versus North Olmsted football game at Serpentini Chevrolet Stadium. Our next volleyball game we are doing, I believe, is the next home game, which is on, I believe, it's a late added game on September 28th against Lakewood here. But to stay up to date in all the games that we are covering, to confirm that, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date in all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube. I put out push notifications to be notified when we go live. With that, that'll do it here from Holy Name High School. I've been David C. Thank you for spending your Thursday night with us. Have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.